Hello and welcome, dear viewers, to this brand new episode. Hello and welcome, dear viewers, to this brand new episode of your show, The Untold. My name is Daij Al-Hotari, and of course, I'm here with my colleague Fatma Al-Awadi. How are you doing today?
We're doing great. Thank you very much. Daj, we have a special guest today. Who is it?
It's AlMeaili, which happens to be a personal trainer. He is one of those guys with, I would say, full of motivation. He works hard. He have his goals and he walks on that straight path to achieve it.
MashaAllah. Yes.
And of course, we have a lot of questions for him to ask and get to know more about the bodybuilding
Yes.
game and also the athletes in general and
Usually
his
I'm-
perspective in that. And yeah, you're usually not in
No,
this.
I'm usually not. It's not like I'm not interested in that. I don't know a lot about that world. So I'm going to see how it goes in the interview.
It's going to be interesting because I think you will be having the correct questions for those who are unfamiliar with this topic.
Okay,
Yeah. All
yes.
right. All right. So, thank you, Miriam, for making fun of me moving my hands. All right. So, dear viewers,
The conductor of our orchestra. Yes.
all right, dear viewers, we will be back. Stay with us. Welcome back, dear viewers, and right now we are here, me and Fatma, with Mr. Ali to discuss, I would say, the successful stories of yours and, briefly to tell us the significant achievements that you achieved within the range of bodybuilding and also to having a healthy lifestyle. So let's talk about that.
So when it comes to bodybuilding, first of all, I started with being obese, actually. I was trying just to lose weight. And then I found out that I have good genetics for the game. So it pushed me, gave me motivation and confidence to do it, as well as the friends that I have. I had a friend that wanted to compete and wanted me to prep him. So I was like, okay, if I'm prepping you, then why not prep myself as well? So that's what pushed me to actually prep for a show. And when it comes to changing people's lifestyles, I actually had experience, like I told you. I was obese, so I was trying to lose weight. So I have experience of that, and I was trying to just share it with other people and help them change their lives as well.
That's nice.
Interesting.
He's also a certified trainer, just to let you know.
Oh, yes, I was just going to talk about that. So you are a certified trainer from the National Academy of Sports and Medicine.
Yes.
And you are also a nutrition practitioner. How do you balance or integrate scientific research with your nutrition plans? How do you combine them for someone who wants to learn?
Because nutrition is based on science. Everything is based on science. Like everything you eat is basically energy. Your body needs energy. You try to consume that energy so that your body functions properly. So nutrition is always based on science. So using science for nutrition is basically
Okay. And
Key.
yes, and before that, you mentioned that you found out your body was genetically approved for the game. You said, I'm sorry, what was
Yeah,
that? Yeah. How do you know And I don't know if it's only for men, for women. How do you know between men if it's ready or if it's going to be,
So
for that approach?
to find out, it actually you need to see two things. First of all, the period of time you need or the how fast you can build muscle mass. That's one. Second, how aesthetic your muscle mass looks. Because a lot of people can build up muscle mass, especially while using pads nowadays. But the thing is, their muscles doesn't look aesthetic. So
Okay.
you want to build muscle mass fast, and then
And
you
also
want to
look good.
build. You want to have an aesthetic look.
Wait.
Yeah, there's
Hold
a
on, wait.
specific shape for the biceps, for the triceps.
I
like
had
it's,
no
for the
idea.
chest.
Wait, hold on.
So genetics play.
You really think you guys actually do this, not just for, being strong, but also aesthetically to
Yeah,
look
exactly.
at a certain image.
Yeah.
I thought it was only muscles, and it depends on the man's shape if the muscle is big or smaller.
No, no, it's not just about that.
Oh,
You
okay.
wanna have symmetry, not just big muscles. 'Cause
Okay, so
sometimes you can have big arms but small chest and small back, and then your body looks weird. Even if your chest is big, but your arms is so much bigger than your chest and back, then
you mean the
yeah,
proportionate
the
of it?
proportion
Okay,
of the
okay.
symmetry of it. Yeah.
All right, so Ali, you trained a lot of people through, let's say, bodybuilding competitions, right? So, what is like one of the elements or the one thing that you focus on during these, times? Especially we were talking international competition.
Yeah, exactly. So the first thing when it comes to my clients, I care about their mental health because bodybuilding preps is all about your mental health. Are you psychologically ready for this prep or not? If not, then you're not gonna make it. Because especially when you're so down when it comes to calorie intake, the energy you have throughout the day is so low, especially when it comes to carbs. Your carb intake is gonna go down, so you're gonna feel depleted, you're gonna feel low energy. But the thing is, you have to push yourself every day and do what it takes to get to that level. And
Interesting.
your mind's gonna tell you don't do it. Your mind's gonna tell you go eat. You need to eat, especially when you train and you don't have the strength you used to have. Your brain is gonna tell you you need to eat.
Yes,
But
that's
shouldn't
right.
you be listening to your brain?
No, in this case,
I
no.
mean, in my case, I'm
In this
trying
case,
to look
no.
for an answer here. Okay.
Because I'm not gonna lie, because prepping is not healthy. But the thing is, you want to get to the best
Yeah.
aesthetic look. So
Oh, and congratulations on winning the second place on classic physique. Is it also the same as Mr. Olympia? I don't know.
no, no, no. The
Okay,
thing
so
is,
it has
it's
two different things.
yeah. If you compete in a pro qualifier and you get your pro card, you have to then win a pro show, and then you can get the ticket to Olympia. But
Okay,
it's not
because
easy to get to the Olympia, no.
Because forgive me for my ignorance. I'm not into in the world of, and as you can tell by the way,
Yeah,
but I've heard of Mr. Olympia, and it's I think in the UK, right?
no, no. It's in the U.S.
Oh, in the US.
In the
So,
U.S.
but
Yeah.
the classic physics was in the UK.
No,
Classic
'cause-
physique.
so no, there's a show. I think you're trying to talk about the Arnold Classic show. There's
Is
shows
it?
all around
Oh,
the world.
more than one.
Yeah,
More than one
Actually,
yeah,
she's
tournament.
saying
lot
the
of
one that
shows
you
all
got
around
Okay.
the world.
second place.
In the UK.
It was
Oh, in
The
the
one
UK.
I competed in is in
Yes.
the UK, yeah. But not all the competitions are in the UK now.
So, can you share your preparation period of time, or what happened before you even started?
Okay. So that one is actually emotional when it comes to my own prep because at first I only had 8 weeks and I used to weigh like 90 kgs and I need to drop my weight to 79 and below to actually compete because there's a
There's
weight cap.
categories.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a weight cap for my category. So the thing is, I had to drop 11 kgs in 8 weeks. It was very hard. It was very intense, and I wouldn't do it again. To be honest, I wouldn't do this kind of prep. Very short, very intense. Because what I had to do is actually
It's very intense. You can
because
actually feel.
every time I
that's
think
yeah.
about it, I was like, how did I do it? It was not
But
something.
mashallah, you did it. You
Yeah,
know, yeah.
I pushed
Yeah, yeah,
myself
yeah.
above my limit. Actually, I didn't know that I can push myself this far, but it was intense.
Intense. So you're saying that even in these tournaments, you have whatever is the same as the wrestling weight
Yeah,
categories.
not all categories, because men's physique, for example, you don't have weight cap. No.
Okay.
To specific
Yeah.
competition.
Okay, and I'm very sorry to ask this. I know it's not part of the questions, but how do you judge? If you were to judge a competition, how would you say, for example, Dej, okay, he's going to be second place. This guy is going to be first place. What
Oh,
is
they have judges.
So
what do they judge for? I mean, you all look
you mean the
muscular.
criteria?
Yes. What
Okay,
is the
okay.
criteria? And I'm sorry, but you all look muscular and you all look fit. So
So
how do you?
there are three things that you actually think about when it comes to judging. There's condition, how conditioned you are, how lean.
Okay.
There's how big or how much muscle you have,
Oh.
and there's posing as well.
Oh.
There's-
Also the poses.
How
There
you
is a
pose.
They
Yeah.
actually they take their time to practice how to pose
you
more
have to
than
practice it
working out.
every
I would
day.
say.
Okay, this is very interesting. Yeah.
But also the aesthetic look takes place when it comes to criteria. But most of all, they think about these three, like condition, muscle mass, and posing.
Okay, so if you can say that Dej has certain muscle mass and then you have it, it's different on you than it's on
Yeah.
Dej. So
How
if
you
it fits
present
you,
it,
yes.
How you
Okay,
present
okay, yeah.
it matters.
If it looks better on that shape or that body or okay, I
Because
get it.
sometimes bodybuilders have amazing physique, but when it comes to posing, they're terrible. And they don't know how to show it. Because you have to show. If you have a good body, you need to show it. You need to show me you have a great body. You need to have the confidence. You need to have the, let's say, liquidity on stage. You have to be flexible, flawless. And that actually matters a lot when it comes to being on stage. If you don't practice it well before going on stage, you're not going to master it.
Wow.
All right, so Ali, you have been accredited by the IFBB and have certifications in performance-enhancing drugs. How do you actually balance the use of such substance while?
It's not by the IFBB, but
All right,
I have
that's what I have here. But
No,
you
no,
know,
no. But anyways, a lot of people think that there's no scientific evidence when it comes to PEDs or performance-enhancing drugs, but there's a lot of research, a lot of evidence on how to use them. The thing is, it's not all in public. It's not easy to get, yes, but is there evidence? Yeah, there's a lot of evidence.
Okay, and
how can you actually maintain a healthy, health or lifestyle while
Okay,
using?
I get your question. So the thing is, you need to know the threshold for each and every substance. So you start with a threshold, which is going to be a low dose, and then you can increase the dose based on the client's need. Sometimes you don't need to increase the dose if the dose is good. You need to know what you want from the substance itself, because every substance has its features, its advantages and disadvantages, pros and cons. So you need to know what you want to get from this substance.
Yeah.
If you can get what you want, then why increase the dose? And as well as choosing the substances you're going to use. If you can get away with one substance,
but
then
isn't
why
it
use
dangerous?
10?
Oh, sorry. Isn't it dangerous?
There's risks. I'm not
Okay.
going to lie. There's
Okay.
a lot of risks. But the thing is, you need to know how to use it and why are you using it. A lot of people don't know what you're using them.
Some people
like,
just use it for social media,
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
against
yes.
that. I'm against
yeah.
recreational use. Yeah, I'm against using it just for going to the beach or taking pictures. No, that's
And
you're getting
that is
yourself in
dangerous.
risks.
Yeah.
You're taking a lot of risk, and you might not get away with it. Like some people just couldn't get out of it. It's not like a lot of people think it's a shortcut. Like taking PEDs, they think it's a shortcut to get in the perfect body, but it's not. It's a different way. Going for it naturally is so much different than going for it with PEDs. It's not. This one is not the shortcut for this one. No.
And
Okay.
it's meant for, I would say, competitions. But going to the beach and showing off your body, taking selfies here and there for social
So
media.
you
it's
actually
just
take these
a wrong turn.
and and you consume them as part of your daily nutrition value or what? Like how do you?
Because it depends. Like what your goal is
Yeah.
and what your nutrition is, how much training you're doing. Like almost all athletes use PEDs, by the way. Almost all athletes.
But doesn't that
But
mess
it
with
matters.
your? Oh,
It matters what you're using for what goal what you're getting from the.
Okay, what do you want to
Exactly.
achieve, for example?
Mm-hmm.
But doesn't that mess with your, I don't know, like psychology or hormones, your what, all of that?
Yeah, if you overuse it, if you abuse the use of these substances, yeah, you can get a lot of psychological toxicity, let's say.
Wow.
Is it true that
Interesting.
if you start using this stuff, you can never stop?
Yes.
And that's
So
Let-
you
let me-
actually can get addicted to those.
Yes. Let me give
Because
you
you're
an,
getting-
Unfortunately.
let me give you an example. Let's say you have a salary of 200 KDs a month, okay, and you can live
Comfortably,
good,
yeah.
comfortably with 200 KDs, and then I give you 3,000 KDs a month. Your life is gonna change, right?
Yes.
Let's say you live on 3,000 KDs for like a year or two, and then I take these 3,000 KDs out, and
Oh,
I
that's
give you,
a very good example.
and then I give you 200 KDs again. How are you gonna feel?
Yeah.
Are you gonna live comfortably
No,
with the 200 KDs?
because I
No.
got used to it.
But you could live on it a few
Yes.
years ago.
Yeah. Oh,
You know
yes.
what I mean?
I did it before, but now that I've experienced the new,
Your life
app
changed.
or yeah,
Yeah.
interesting.
That was actually a very great
That was
example.
good analogy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very
And,
much, Mr. Ali.
Let's take a quick break and then get back to talk more about your untold story.
I know, right? Yeah, he did this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because I'm excited. Okay.
Everyone, chill.
All right. All right.
Welcome back, everyone. We are still here with Mr. Ali AlMeaili. Now, Ali, I want to ask you, you are a researcher of scientific foundations in nutrition and also sports. What are some of the latest trends that you think are promising?
Okay, so lately I've been reading about GLP-1s, glucagon-like peptides, receptor agonists. So these are the Ozempic, Mounjaro, Victoza.
This is the trend now.
Yeah, because these things are actually very promising when it comes to type 2 diabetics.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it works magnificently. The thing is, these substances, they created them for two reasons. First of all, because type 2 diabetics have very high blood glucose levels for a long time. The thing is, they want to drop their blood glucose levels, but their immune system is attacking the beta cells in the pancreas, which produce insulin. So their insulin production is low, and their blood sugar is high. So the pancreas actually secretes two hormones, glucagon and insulin. If glucagon is high, blood sugar is going to be high.
Okay.
If insulin is high, blood sugar is going to be low.
Gonna be low.
Okay, so these substances.
Is this the insulin resistance that they talk about?
Exactly.
Okay.
So these substances, what they do is they take the place of the glucagon, which is the receptor of the glucagon.
Yeah.
They reject the glucagon from going on the receptor. They just push it away, and then they protect the beta cells in the pancreas, which helps production of insulin to increase, and then your insulin is higher, glucagon is lower, and then your blood sugar is actually stable.
Wow. Okay.
So that's the
So this is the cycle of the trend that everyone's been
Exactly.
talking about. Can I ask a question before you start asking?
Yeah, sure.
I'm so sorry. I'm
Yeah,
so
no
sorry.
problem.
I've mastered the English language, but I still look at the dictionary every once in a while. You've mastered your bodybuilding techniques and, all the haps and the trends, and not just trends, the actual art of it. Do you usually go to nutritionists and doctors to check if you're on the right track?
I have a lot of debates with a lot of trainers and a lot of specialists because I learn a lot from that.
Okay.
I ask them questions and see what their response is. Even if I know the answer, I have an answer in mind. I want to know what they think, and then argue about it.
So you seek another opinion.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay.
And actually, there's also an answer to that. Oh, my alarm. Sorry,
Oh,
but
this
we
is
can't
the
continue.
alarm.
Yeah,
There is an
sorry.
also.
Okay, so to answer also this question, even bodybuilders, even if he is like, let's take him for an example, and I'm 100% sure that you have your own trainer, even though that you train people, right? Because I heard
For
lots of stories. Let's say Arnold. Let's say, um, give me names. Jay Cutler.
yeah.
They're like, um, they're bodybuilders like professional, and they know what they are doing, but still they have someone behind them to train them, even though that they, you know, they won, let's say, the Mr. Olympia how many times, but still
Oh, you
you
mean
have to
they
have
have
someone.
someone to keep them on
They have.
track?
Yes, I agree with that actually,
Okay.
but I don't have a trainer because I see myself more as a coach than as
Sorry, I will not cut you off, but probably a gym partner.
yeah, of course.
See, close point.
Yeah,
That's what I'm.
and
Oh,
I
okay, I
take
see,
his
I see.
opinion as well. I
see.
take like check-ins. I send him my check-ins. He looks at them. He lets me know. He gives me feedback. Yeah, he's my gym partner. I train him. He checks in with me. He helps me out. But at the same time, he doesn't make my plans. I make my own plans. But the thing is, I know it's better to have a trainer, and I'm thinking about it. But I see myself more as a coach than as a bodybuilder. You know, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the thing is, if I prep myself, I'm gonna have to dig deep to know everything that I'm doing. But the thing is, if I go to another coach, then I'm just gonna be doing what he's telling me. And when you're with a coach, trust me, you don't wanna use your brain, and it's better
Yeah,
not
because-
to.
Is this
Because
why
there are
you
gonna be
became a
some
coach?
conflict.
Exactly, because the thing is, when you use your brain, when you're with another coach, you're gonna have trust issues.
Okay,
you
so
think a lot,
if you keep
Yeah.
if you keep not asking but doubting
let's say
everything.
questioning
Yes.
what he's doing, you're gonna have trust issues with your
Okay.
coach, and if you have trust issues, you're not gonna get to your goal. Because if you trust the process, you're just gonna do it without talking, without asking questions. You want to learn, of course. You want to try to understand what he's doing, yes. But are you gonna question what he's doing? If you don't know what he's doing, then just do it. In this
Okay.
case, if you go to a coach, you have to give him your absolute trust. That's why in my case, I have to make my own process. I have to make my own plans. I have to know what I'm doing and dig deep into the, let's say, the hidden parts of prep, because a lot of things are going to happen that you don't expect when it comes to contest prep, because your body is fighting against what you're doing.
All right.
You know
Fair
what I mean?
enough. Fair enough. All right. So, in terms of you want to say
No, no,
something?
no, go ahead.
All right. in
I
terms
have
of-
I have a million questions. So
being-
while I sort them out, you go ahead.
All right. In terms of being a coach, of course, that you have had many subscribers who achieved something.
Yeah.
So can you tell us some stories of, like, let's say one story about a very successful subscriber of yours?
Okay, so this one is actually very close to me, because he's not just my friend. I consider him my brother actually. He was at a down point in his life, like a very down point, and he asked me for help. He just wanted to gain his confidence back, because his confidence was
It was ruined.
very bad.
Okay.
So the thing is, I was trying to help him out at first, just wanted him to gain his confidence back, get in a better shape, because he was in a very good shape, and then something bad happened and he lost a lot. Anyways, I was trying to just help him out, get him in a better shape. He wanted to be in a good shape for his birthday. We pushed for it. After that, he was like, I want to prep for the show.
That's interesting.
Exactly.
Wow.
And that's why I prepped myself actually. I wasn't thinking about competing, but he was like, I want to prep for a show, and I was like, okay, I got you.
Wow.
So we started this prep, and he got first place in physique, men's physique. Yeah. That was actually, for me, it was much more important than what I did. I was doing the whole prep for him actually, because I wanted to know what he goes through while he's on prep, and I wanted to like be or do what I tell him to do.
Okay.
Like be a man of my word. I'm not just telling you to do this thing. I understand what you're going through, and I'm doing it with you.
So I'm going to demonstrate what you're actually
Exactly.
going to go through
Exactly.
to reach that level.
Exactly.
That's very beautiful, Ali. What you did was not just, it doesn't just show that you're a good friend, but you also know your field very well. Oh, and speaking of your field, by the way, can we ask a little bit about your is it electric engineering or computer engineering?
Computer engineering, yeah.
Why didn't you venture into physical education or
close
something
to,
close to? Did you start your studies before you started your?
I started training before I started doing bodybuilding, of course.
Okay.
Before I started studying engineering, but I still like my major. Actually, I work. I have a job. I have an engineering job. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm applying for other jobs because I love my major, but at the same time, I have bodybuilding as a hobby. I don't see it as a job as much as it's a hobby that I do. Even my clients, the clients that I take, I don't like to make them feel like they're just clients. They're like my close friends. I make them feel this way because that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Because that's what I want it to be. I want there to be respect and love between me and my clients.
Right.
That's why I make it. I don't want to have this money stress when it comes to like losing a client. Because I don't mind if the client wants to go to another trainer, if he wants to go train by himself. I don't care about that.
It's going to
It's-
turn into business, and it's not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be
Yeah, yeah.
friendly. There's not gonna be respect and love between us.
Yes.
But when it comes to like having fun with what I do, it's a totally different story.
And what about the misconceptions that a lot of people have? For
I'm
example,
enjoying your questions, by the way.
I'm so sorry.
No,
Go ahead. Yes.
No, I'm
so
serious.
sorry.
I'm serious because these
I'm
questions.
doing it again.
I'm
so.
serious because these questions are like, it's important for the audience to know.
Yeah.
So, go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you very much for
No,
giving me the
sorry.
mic today. A lot of big misconceptions have, you have, or people have about bodybuilding and the healthy lifestyle. For example, when we were little, I'm talking about when I was 5 or 6, when I see a bodybuilder, I didn't know that was a bodybuilder. I would be like a scary man, So because we're little, and I bet now children, they don't know what bodybuilding is. So we have that misconception. So what are some of these, stereotypical things that you hear? How do you deal with them?
So first of all, the most compliments that I get are from kids actually.
Oh,
Adults,
nice.
adults never give me compliments, but kids do.
Oh,
Exactly.
oh, like the superheroes,
Yeah.
like Spider-Man or
Exactly.
Superman. Okay, yes. I
But
get it.
other than that, when it comes to misconceptions, there is, let's say, two parts of it. First, the part when it comes to people hating on bodybuilders. A lot of people have this stereotypes that bodybuilders are just dumb people with muscles. A lot of people.
No.
A lot of people.
Oh,
have
you're
this-
serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. And
That's a big statement.
yeah,
That's
yeah. But it's true though. It's true, and I've seen it a lot. Like I've experienced. Maybe you haven't seen it, but I've experienced it actually. So when it comes to some substances, yeah, their psychological toxicity is high. But the thing is, if you abuse them, then yeah, you're gonna be, let's say, not intelligent. But most of all, a lot of these substances actually give you psychological benefits. Yeah, they make you smarter. They make your brain work better. You have an advantage when it comes to using some substances.
Okay.
But when it comes to the other part, a lot of, like we said, a lot of people are using these drugs as if they were shortcuts, which is they're not. You can get addicted to these substances and never live without them, and you might be abusive and then get the side effects that I told you about, like having psychological toxicity,
Issues or yeah.
as well as other organs that might be affected.
Yeah.
All right, so I think we are running out of time. So I have this. Yes, so I was enjoying listening to the conversation, but there's this question to you, Ali. Like, how do you see yourself in the future? Do you have any future goals? Do you have any specific, goal you want to achieve? What's your plans?
So one of my goals is actually to have my own gym. That's one of my big goals that I want to get to,
Inshallah.
inshallah. And as well as actually spreading the healthy lifestyle concept, like having the mentality of living healthy is not just about having a good body. You want to be healthy, you want to have a healthy lifestyle, a healthy mentality, the way you eat, the way you train, the way you move. I want to spread that as much as possible because I want not just me, but my family, my friends. I want them all to be healthy, and yeah.
That was nice.
That was. I
Hopefully,
think you have
hopefully
another
you
question.
get your own gym, and also we spread the awareness regarding this matter. All right, so dear viewers, we will take this quick break before we wrap the episode.
Okay, so thank you for tuning in with us. I thought I could not ask Ali AlMeaili any questions. I was asking most of the questions.
I told you in the beginning.
That
You were
was
going to be
so
having the most interesting questions.
Yes, and it's not like I'm going to, do whatever Ali is doing or what you're doing.
It's good to know.
Because yes,
It's good to know.
it's good to know because there are so many misconceptions, and what Ali did was he told us if it's true or not true, if people look at you this way or that way. And it's very important also to see, now that I go out and I would see someone that looks like Ali or someone who's into bodybuilding, I would understand that he has a different conception than the one that we think, because we don't know. And it's very important that we have guests like Ali to tell us the truth.
Yep, that's right. And they always have this different mindset and dedicated for the game that they have. So basically, yeah, that was the end. Hopefully, I can move my hands now without her, noticing it. But yeah, that was the end, dear viewers. We hope that you enjoyed this episode, and yes, see you again in the next one.